So Flipped.ai is the name of our platform. We are probably one of the very earliest generative AI-based hiring automation platform. So we are not AI, generative AI, and I want to kind of emphasize that because one, the entire platform has been built using advanced natural language processing and large language models. You would have heard about LLMs and large language models like ChatGPT. So we've kind of have the ability to integrate to LLMs like ChatGPT, which we do for specific things, and I'll tell you where. But we also have built our own large language models to answer specific queries related to candidates or compare candidates in natural language. That kind of ensures that we are really privacy preserving in nature, so that we don't send any personal information to ChatGPT, for example, right? I haven't yet seen a single application tracking system that has actually integrated LLM into their workflow. That doesn't mean that we are not working on it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that we're not going to capitalize on the generative AI wave, but I would say that we are like one of the very earliest companies that has actually built on the foundations of generative AI, rather than just integrating ChatGPT. So I would classify the core unique selling points of our platform into probably 3 or 4 features. One is if a candidate uploads a CV, we can basically use advanced natural language processing to extract every single piece of information from a CV, right? Semantically. But also we can go and crawl links, external links that are linked to the CV, and pick up information, decipher that, and kind of present you a much more holistic view of a candidate compared to anything out there. So that's the first unique selling point, right? And we'll show you a demo of that. The second unique selling point is we have advanced NLP that can look at candidate's CV, pull in all the skills from the CV in terms of the years of experience for each of the skills, from code, from work experience, from projects, etc. We can classify that and then do a matching to the exact job description and come out with the best candidate fit with almost 95% accuracy. And we are trying to better that. Right? So here again, advanced NLP comes into play. So that literally means that you post a job, and when candidates start applying, you will automatically start seeing fit, unfit. Okay? So, and this is instantaneous, not after 5 minutes or not after 10 minutes. Or not after, because I've seen ATS platforms do this after 24 hours and they do all sort of things. Right? Here it's just instantaneous, and you're going to see that. Third unique selling point, and again, this is where the generative AI comes into play, is we have the ability for hiring managers / HR members to basically interact with the platform, interact with the CVs in natural language, in English. So you can start querying CV in natural language. You can start comparing candidates in natural language. You can schedule interviews in natural language rather than clicking buttons.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so we are going to see that. As far as I know, from all the feedback that I've received so far from our pilot customers, and which are pretty big billion-dollar companies to smaller startups, they haven't yet seen an ATS platform that do that. And these companies have been using platforms like Bullhorn and Jazz and all the other bits. Right? So that's the third unique selling point. And the fourth, which is kind of related to the second, is you have a candidate database already on your system. And if you migrate that to Flipped.ai, and obviously as time progresses, more and more candidates come in, and your probably internal employee CVs also would be on your database. There are jobs, we can auto-recommend the database, and we can go through the database and figure out who would be the best fit as well. You click a button, it'll automatically tell you who are the best fit. So that literally means that even if you don't get candidates from outside, there might be internal candidates on your database or your internal employees, which you might consider shuffling using them. And the beautiful part here is now you bring in the large language models capability of giving you the ability to compare candidates You can now compare external candidates with your internal employees as well, in terms of skills, experience, and kind of validate whether a potential candidate is a good fit in relation to your current employee.
Got it. So it's the second and fourth USPs that you refer to is the ability to sort of align a candidate's CV, extract skills and experiences, and compare it against, on the first hand, job requirements as per a job description, and then compare against other candidates and also existing employees, right?
Exactly.
So you can
Okay. Exactly. You can basically cross-cut across all these things, and the large language models give you they make things much more easier for you to prompt it and basically get things done, right? And all of this you'll see is instantaneous. It's not like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, right? We've also built a bulk upload feature, which is a lot of work in progress. We are still trying to improve the performance of it. I have seen application tracking system platforms that basically require you to create a CSV file of thousands of CVs with Google Drive links, and then basically upload it, and then they basically go and crawl and pull up the CVs and do all this. Here, you just put up any number of CVs in, upload it, it'll automatically process, and it'll give you a much more holistic view of every candidate. And also, obviously, you can do the recommendation. You can also manually assign candidates to jobs. You can do all sorts of things, right? And as any application tracking system, there are two other features. Is one, you can add your team members. And the second thing is we are also integrating with a couple of free job boards like Google for Jobs and Monster. We can integrate with Indeed and others, but as a customer, you should have a paid account with Indeed to get access to that. So there's no point for us at this moment in time. So we've integrated, and also we have something called Flipped.ai, which is an intelligent candidate recommendation engine. So we have a database, a large database, and we have methods to source candidates intelligently. So you post a job within 24, 48 hours, you might end up seeing interesting candidates popping into your application, right? So we can do that as well. And obviously, we give you a job board like lever, so that literally means that you integrate that with your careers website. Candidates can come and look at the jobs and apply, right? So this gives you a holistic perspective of what our platform is.